So what? It's like March now. Yeah, things are going well. Still kicking in with the voice stuff, doing pretty good on things. And yeah, uh, today's video might be a little bit different. I thought I'd do like a no notes kind of um, mental journaling of my friend or ex friend from like 4 years ago. Um, let's just call them Lena. Um, they surely go by a different name, but I don't know what that is currently, and I'm not gonna try track them down or anything. I have tried to make contact with them in the past, but yeah, it's one of those things I'm probably not going to be doing with people in the future. I'll let them come to me if they want to, make amends or anything like that. Because yeah, I've gone back to people a few times and tried to, work through things and that sort of stuff. And yeah, just people are just unreceptive. I'm kind of tired of being that person. So um, yeah, and I don't know their pronouns currently, so they, them, Lena. Um, I met them in a Discord server. Yeah, like I say, like a while ago, longer than 4 years ago. That would have been like 6 years ago. Um, and yeah, we really hit it off, and yeah, we got to be, you know, consensually kind of intimate in a queer platonic kind of way. So like I was married and stuff, and monogamous, but like there wasn't much like I don't know romance and stuff in my relationship, and I just kind of needed that like level of flirting and just having fun with someone, especially someone queer, someone trans. Um, I didn't know that I was trans at the time. I kind of figured maybe non-binary later on, but yeah. Um, so anyway, I helped this person through their transitioning to get onto HRT. They had to go through like so many hoops because they lived in a country which is like, yeah, pretty difficult for that stuff. So that was like a whole thing, and thankfully they did end up getting onto that stuff, and you know, but I'm pretty sure they did. My memory fails me a bit there, but I know that it was arduous and yeah, just supporting and stuff. Um, yeah, we used to talk about their parents, their cat, like things they wanted to do, like things that they were doing, the interests in music and games and you know biology, marine biology, all this kind of stuff. It was really cool. Like I say, best friend. Um, yeah, then that all changed when their partner came along. Um, the partner really didn't like me. So Lena explained to me, like, not fully explained, but said to me there was something to do with jealousy and wouldn't explain more. And I was just like, I don't know why anyone would be jealous of me. To this day, I'm like, there's no reason. I'm sure that that person also currently would think there's no reason as well. It was very convenient. I shouldn't say that, but it was like, yeah, very targeted hatred of me. And that was a real shame because it really pit me like against them. Like, I just want to be their friend. In fact, the day or so before me and Lena had a big falling out, I was supporting them in the idea that they can get through hardships and stuff with their partner and that sort of thing. I was pushing for that in their DMs, and yeah, I don't know. I was being supported even though this person was being a jerk to me. Their partner was being a real jerk to me. And yeah, Lena would say that's just how they are. It's like, okay. But yeah, it turns out it wasn't just how they are. It was a targeted attack on me. I I regret that I couldn't say everything I wanted to say. I gave Lena, after we had a falling out, the like piece of like, I want to apologize kind of thing, and like, if you want me, hear me out. If you don't, then all good. See ya. And they didn't want to, so see ya. Sometime later, I try to reach out, but you know, got nothing. And that's the thing. Like, I won't be doing that in the future. Learn from that. Um, but yeah, I didn't want to like nag them and stuff. But it's just like, I don't know. It was a misunderstanding wrapped in a like person who just wanted to get rid of me. Um, so it's kind of annoying because it was like, and heartbreaking, really. Um, very heartbreaking for me. Kind of ruined the way I looked at friendships for quite a while, and I fucked up a lot of friendships because of that. Um, that's not on them. That's on the way I handled it, right? Um, which was not a great way of handling it. But yeah, so that was the thing. But basically, the thing that happened was I was just trying to be really vulnerable and like talk about how something was affecting me, particularly what someone, their partner was saying, um, using it in the context of, people's like the way they think and do stuff kind of thing. Is like, no, it's very ableist, and like my whole life people have been calling me, the R word. Um, and basically I call that out. And then I go this like false equivalency, how dare you like say this stuff about like the R word and this kind of thing. I'm like, the fuck? Like, I'm just being vulnerable here. Like, I'm just like coming out and saying like, look, this is the thing that affects me, kind of thing. Like, if you're able to just like not do that, you can say that stuff in reference to like funny game stuff, whatever kind of thing, but not like the way I think. Like, don't be ableist, like, And I was being nice about it, to be honest. But yeah, they went down this whole track of like, you're the worst because I always called this and this sort of thing, and you're just like making the word seem like it's like doesn't have meaning. I'm like, it has meaning. That's what I'm saying. Like, to me, this is what this means to me. It means that, because I've been told that, and that's how that feels. That's me. That's my truth. Like, and so Lena was just fighting with me in my DMs while I was getting bashed by everyone. There's even someone in the server who invited in like trolls to fucking bash me and stuff. It was pretty awful. Like, it's a pretty awful situation. Um, and yeah, I kind of, yeah, I didn't really cope with that very well because they were my best friend, and it seemed like such a bullshit way to throw that all away. But one thing that I struggled so long to come to terms with is like, if they were willing to just like throw it all away like that, and I've always wished them well with their partner. Like, I've said that to them, like whether they've got my message or not. Like, I've literally sent that to them, kind of thing. I hope they're like married and everything now. I think they were engaged, so you know. Um, and yeah, I would have paid for their wedding. Like, I know their partner was joking about that, and like, it's like, oh, Leah has money, kind of thing, and like whatever. Bitch, I would have paid for your fucking wedding. Like, part of me still would. I am a fucking sap. But no, like, you want to come back into my life? We gotta like hash that out. It can even be like a few minutes, but just hash that out. Cause like, I don't know. I don't think any of that was fair on me, and certainly caused me a lot of pain. Yeah, fucked up nights, and it was as many years it took to get through that. So yeah, something that I wanted to bring up in the journaling because I don't know, I've kind of like got to the end of that stuff now, and it's more like, I've been to the end of it for a little bit now, but I don't want to forget about it because it kind of defines a little bit the way that I see people, friendships, relationships, a lot of stuff. like people coming into people's lives and then, I don't know. It's not even like they like derail things because the person, it's like you're not taking agency away from Lena. You know what I mean? Like, Lena made that decision to be like, you know, follow along with stuff and like believe that I'm the bad girl. I don't know. Like, like there's agency there, good or bad. So, yeah, it was a thing. And, yeah, it's crazy too. These days, the way I look at friendships and stuff is it's very different. It's very tempered because of that. Like I have a close friend, like a best friend, um, who I try not to like obsess over or anything. I have my partner, who I spend most of my time with when I'm not at work, and it's all I really need. Everything else, I have like friends who are like touch points. I'll play video games with them. It's really cool. And they make up the circle. They make up my life. And that's fucking great. Um, but yeah, I don't need that. Like, I'm not missing intimacy in my relationship. I don't need like any other kind of closeness. I guess it's like I said, I've got a best friend, and that's as close as anyone's getting to me other than my partner. Um, but yeah, I do find people's like when people seem to like change or turn on you. That's very interesting. It's as if maybe they didn't know themselves or they didn't show themselves, like masking that sort of thing. Um, and then or like my vision of them was different. You can have like an image of someone. This is the classic thing of like breaking up with a friend or girlfriend or whatever kind of thing. That mismatch of what you think versus who they actually are. And it doesn't mean that they suddenly changed. Probably not, right? But it feels that way. And that's the part that makes it hard to get over. Is feeling like someone just suddenly changed and stuff, but it's not true. Yeah. You kind of come to the realization that they don't care about me. Um, and as much as it sucks, it's way better to go down that route than to kind of fool yourself. So yeah, that's how I go through. In case you want to know, that's how I go through. You have to like, yeah, run with the idea that that they weren't just like having a moment and like flicked and changed the way they thought. That's the way they felt. Which makes it a lot easier to not go back to them and try and mend that bridge, right? Because why would you when they don't want you to? Okay, that's all I got. Love you all. Thanks for watching. Yeah, see ya. Bye.